Well, welcome to the channel. It's Monday. It's about probably about 11:30, 12 o'clock in the afternoon. It's about 36 degrees Celsius out. A little warm, a little breezy, not too bad. Not a cloud in the sky, so it looks pretty nice. Good day for walking. And I checked the bot today, and it's 33.7. They say that the dollar is going to start rising. We'll have to wait and see what happens. Who knows? But anyway, I want to thank everybody that's come into the channel, and I want to thank Martin for the hat. Canadian national hat, and that's the hat I'm wearing today. I got it in the mail the other day, and I really appreciate it. And like I said, if you want me to wear one of your hats on your walk, just my address is in the description. Just send it to me, and I'll wear it. Today we're going to walk around Soi 1, and I'm going to kind of take a little different trip than I normally do. I usually make a right, but this time I'm going to make a left and walk down around Chiang Mai Gate and stuff. And I'm going to tell you a story about a guy that just got arrested here in Bangkok. He was arrested back in May. He was a sex trafficker wanted out of the United States. It's kind of an interesting story. And then I'm going to relate to a story about a case that I worked. It was kind of similar, had a little bit different ending, and it's not quite as good as this one, but we'll get to it. But anyway, I'm going to turn the camera around so you can see where we're at, and we'll start walking. And we are at Muang Muang Lane 1, and we're going to make a right here. And then when we get to the end, instead of going right, we're going to go left, I think. Beautiful day out today. You can see the sky is nice and blue, and everybody's kind of out walking around. But story I'm going to tell you about, back in 2015 in Oregon, this guy was arrested. And apparently, he's 37 years old, and they say he's of Asian descent. I don't think he's Thai or anything like that, but you know, that could be anything. Hello. Morning. He could have been Indian or whatever, but the name, it doesn't really give any idea of what type of an Asian he was. But anyway, to make a long story short, 2015, his girlfriend, who he had been kind of estranged from for a while, calls her father and tells her that they've got back together and he's beating her. And apparently, over time, he had been prostituting her across state lines for quite some time. And when they got when they got back together, apparently he had been arrested in Nevada for some pretty serious crimes. It was a stolen car, robbery, and whatever, and he had kind of blamed her for getting arrested. And he had about $70,000 worth of legal bills that he had to pay. So when he came back to her, he wanted to put her back in prostitution. Hello. And she didn't want to have anything to do with it. Hey guys, how you doing? Enjoying your day? There we go. But she didn't want anything to do with it, and apparently he beat the hell out of her and messed her up pretty good. And that was his method of getting her to do what he wanted. And apparently in the past he had done that. He had beat her and abducted her several times and wouldn't let her go. And he was really just not a nice guy. So they arrested him. We got a little shakiness here, and I don't know why it does that. Okay, there it goes. Yeah, we're gonna go left here. That would take us back around to this is soy 2 actually. It turns into soy 2 and goes down. A lot of hotels and stuff. Matter of fact, there's a guest house down here that's for sale I saw. I'll walk down there and I'll show it to you. Give you an idea if I can find it. They were, it's not too far down here. Yeah, it's right over here on the corner. Voyager Guest House. They want 2.7 million baht for it. Getting ready for Halloween. But anyway, they arrest him and they charge him with some really serious sex trafficking charges and just some really nasty stuff. And it looks to me, it doesn't say this is the guest house that's for sale. The property's not for sale, just the business. And they say the rent on this place is $40,000 a month. Good location for sure, and apparently the motorbikes go with it as well. But they're asking 2.7 million for it. They'll probably get it. Somebody will buy it, because it is in a real good location. Anyway, we'll go back walking this way. But anyway, they arrest him, and he makes a $50,000 bond, which to me, when I tell my story, you'll kind of understand why I feel the way I do about it. You know, criminals that commit crimes that are bad like that, and there's so much evidence to convict them on. You know, I know everybody's presumed innocent until found guilty, but there's sometimes that, you know, you really have to take a hard look at whether you really want somebody walking the streets or not. And in this particular case, he shouldn't have been walking the streets. Well, anyway, he's found guilty and he's sentenced to 25 years. And as far as I can tell, it was federal that that he was tried under. Hello. Hello, how are you?
Hi.
Good. Let her get ahead of me. So he would have done day for day. And that's a good thing. We used to love to take people to federal court because there's, with the exception of a little bit of time you get off for good behavior, mostly you're doing day for day. If you get sentenced to 25 years, that's what you're going to end up doing in prison. Not 30% or 20% or 50%. You're going to do the whole time. So we like to take, you know, on people that we really wanted to get out of society, we would concentrate and try to get them into the federal system. And this is what it looks like they did on this guy, because it doesn't say exactly. I'll try to hold this up so you can see what's back in there. Hi, everybody. We're going to walk down this way. But what he was arrested for in Reno, Nevada, was stolen cars, I think some kind of extortion, and there were quite a few pretty serious felony charges that he was charged with. Room available, free month. A motorcycle coming. I better get over here where I can give him room to get by me. There he comes. And without saying, like I said, some of the media coverage is not really that great, and the stories are not reported on how things actually happened. But what I suspect happened was, prior to him being arrested in Reno, Nevada, he was prostituting her out, and that is probably why he got arrested in Reno. And after he served his time there, he hooks back up with her in Oregon. That's what I assume. I don't know this, and the story doesn't say it. And I'm going to link about 3 or 4 different articles in the description if you want to read about it. But after he's found guilty and sentenced to 25 years, I think he was found guilty, and then sometimes after you're found guilty, they will have a sentencing hearing, which is usually anywhere from 25 to 30 days after you're found guilty. And by the time, before he actually got in front of the judge and got sentenced, he skips town. And this is in 2015, so there's no telling where he was between 2015 until May of this year, where he gets caught. He ends up getting to Bangkok, and they say he comes into Bangkok in February of 2024, and he's pretty much aware of the fact that they are onto him and trying to find him. So what he does when he gets here, after he gets here, is he keeps changing hotel rooms. And because see, here when you check into a hotel, if you're a foreigner, they've got 24 hours before they have to report you to immigration that you're staying. Let's see which way we're gonna go. I think we'll go left here. Yes, we will definitely go left here. Before they have to report you to immigration is living there. It's called a TM30. So what he would do is he'd keep changing hotels, and by the time that immigration got wind of where he had already moved to somewhere else, so they couldn't catch him. And from the article, it says that once that the FBI notified Royal Thai Police that he was in Thailand and he was wanted, it took them 10 days to track him down and catch him. And they did. They got him in a condo and arrested him and put him in custody. And I would venture to say by now he is. How you doing? He is on his. Huh?
Where are you from?
I live here, but I'm originally from America. Where are you from?
From France.
France. Okay, you here on vacation?
I try to live here.
You're trying to live here? Okay. I've been here 14 years.
14 years?
Yeah. It's a good place to live. You'll enjoy it.
Yeah, I have 42.
Hmm?
I have 42.
42?
Yeah.
I mean, I have lived here 14 years.
Oh, yeah.
I'm 69 years old.
You
You're going to be on YouTube tonight.
don't,
Take care. Enjoy your stay.
Yeah, you too. Thank you.
Nice guy. Wish him luck. He thought I said I was 14 years old. Huh? I wish. That was many days ago. Wow, now wouldn't this be a place to have? Oh man. That would be my dream home right there. For sale too. If I was a guessing man, I would venture to say that this place would probably go for maybe 60 million baht, maybe. I don't know. Or maybe I'll get Lek to call and see, and if I find out, I'll put it in the video. I'd be interested to see what they want for it. I'm sure it's a hell of a lot more than I could ever afford. I think we will go down and we will walk to the right here. This is a dead end, so that way I think would be more interesting. She's lost. She don't know where she's going. Well, I see so many people out here renting motorbikes that don't know how to drive them. Now this is where you rent your costumes to go to Taipei Gate and get your picture taken. Don't look like they're too busy today, because usually there's about 50 or 60 different types of sandals here that belong to people. And then you get your Trailhead coffee shop right across the street. And we'll walk this way. But he'll get sent back to the U.S. and from what I understand, they'll also hit him with unlawful flight to avoid prosecution, which usually adds about 4 or 5 years to their sentence. So maybe by the time he's my age, he might get out of prison. Maybe. Make some nice desserts here. He's just kind of chilling out. The case that I wanted to talk about, and this is from Tennessee. Back, I'm going to put the year probably, I'm going to say it was probably 2004. I had moved into a different part of, I wasn't actually assigned to the detective division. I was more basically the investigator for the sheriff. But one of my parts of my job was I was a computer forensics examiner, and I had been trained on this software. Gosh, I even forget the name of it now. But anyways, forensic software is really expensive. The department spent about $40,000 or $50,000 getting me trained how to do forensic examinations on computers, and I had a little room set up across from my office that had the computers in it with all the good garbage and stuff. But anyway, I got called one night that they had a computer that they wanted me to look at. So I get there, and they had taken the computers and the printers and the monitors and all that stuff, and I basically, all I really needed was just the computer itself. I didn't need the rest of that stuff to do an examination on. So we grabbed that, and they went ahead and got a search warrant for me, and we'll walk to the right and cut down that little alley that goes in behind the market at Chiang Mai Gate. That's kind of an interesting walk. Get across the street here without getting run over. Nice little shop here too as well. Is that ice cream? No, that's pork. I can smell it. These people get in front of me. This is a very popular corner too. There used to be a bun lady that would sell Chinese buns over there that was friends of one of my subscribers, and he sent me by there, and I talked to her a couple of times, but I haven't seen her there lately. Oh, okay. Coco Mango. Let's go in here and see what she says. She's homemade coconut ice cream. Let's see if she wants to go on YouTube. Do you want to be on YouTube?
Homemade ice cream.
Oh, okay. I'll put you on YouTube, okay?
Coconut ice cream.
Coconut ice cream. Do you make coconut milkshakes too?
Coconut no milk.
Oh,
no
okay.
brown milk.
Okay. Just coconut ice cream. Okay.
Recommend for you the signature Coco Mango.
Okay. Whew. How about I just get a regular one?
Okay.
Okay? I'll try one. What the heck?
99 please.
Okay. Here we go. I'm always a sucker for good food, so I'll turn this off until she brings it, and then we'll take a look at it. Pretty neat. This is just down from Chiang Mai Gate. Nice air conditioning in here too. Oh boy, that does look good. Little flower. Huh.
Finish.
Thank you.
Thank you. Enjoy ice cream.
Okay.
Flower eatable.
Flower
eatable.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, thank you. Well, I'm going to eat it and then I'll tell you how it is. Thank you, that was very good. And everybody come see her and buy a
Coco Mango.
Coco Mango. And any one of these look great. Are you the owner? You own it, good. Wish you very luck. And this will be up tonight, and I'll send you a copy of the video on your Facebook page so you can watch it. Okay? Bye-bye.
Bye. Have a good day.
You too. Bye-bye. Really sweet lady. If you come down here, come try it. It is really good. I've not had that before. And that's her shop. It's called Coco Mango. And it's just right around the corner from Chiang Mai Gate. And she is open daily 11 to 2100. Check her out. Bye-bye. I love meeting people like that. Boy, and that was really good. Y'all need to try that. All right, we're gonna go down here. We're gonna make a left. Don't worry, I've not forgot the story. I'll get right back on. He's repairing shoes here. Huh, interesting. But anyway, they call me and I go pick up the computer, and it turns out that this guy, he was separated from his wife, and he was a security guard for one of the local companies. And apparently his wife, she had been married before, and she had about a 13 or 14-year-old daughter. Wow, I can smell that from here. That's squid. Swadee ka. Yeah, here's the back of Chiang Mai Gate Market. We're going to walk down that way. But what this piece of crap had done, and when I got into the computer I could tell what was going on. He had married this lady basically because she had a 14-year-old daughter, and he was more interested in the daughter than he was interested in her. And I kind of based that on the fact of what I found inside the computer. He had hidden cameras in the bathroom and had videotaped this girl many times. I wonder where this goes. We'll walk back through here a little bit. Already cop. Does this go around? No. No? Okay. Have to go that way. Okay, thank you. This must be a shop or a house back here. But somehow or another, he got something on her that Swadee Kap. Hello. But and he used it on her to get her to pose for pictures. And I found the pictures when I got into the computer, and I found all the videos that he had taken as well. And apparently she had just got tired of it, and finally, told her mother what was going on. Her mother left the guy, and he had moved in with a friend, and that's where our officers went and got the computer. But I did the the investigation on the computer itself, and turned that over to the investigators, which was normally what I would do. And it was, it's up to them to take it to court. Well, in this particular case, they decided, and there's a pro and a con to it. They decided, rather than to arrest him, put him in custody, to take it to the grand jury and get a grand jury indictment against the guy. I think we'll go down this way. I've never been down here before. So they present the case to the grand jury. The grand jury indicts him, and when that happens, a warrant is generally issued for the if the grand jury returns an indictment, you know, that there's probable cause to believe that the person committed the crime, they'll issue an you know, similar to what is called an arrest warrant, and it goes before the judge. The judge has to sign it, and the judge has to set a bond on it. Well, in this particular case, the judge set the bond at $5,000, and the guy was picked up, and I have no idea where. I don't even know how I'm going to be able to map this out either, through these little alleys back here. Hello. Swadee Cap. Gosh, I don't know where I'm at. Huh. This temple. Oh, okay, we're in behind the temple. Let's, I don't know that I've been back through here before. I think, let's walk this way. Pretty houses. But anyway, the judge gets, you know, sees the indictment. He sets the bond at $5,000. The guy gets picked up, and easy to make a $5,000 bond. I mean, it's just a simple sign of a few papers and paying $500 to a bondsman. Well, then he goes and sees his attorney, and after he's released and out for a while, and basically his attorney tells him, yeah, I've definitely not walked this before, so this is virgin territory. His attorney tells him that, you know, hey, based on the evidence and based on what they found on the computer, based on what she's saying, you're looking at 5 years in the penitentiary minimum. You know, and that was really, to me, that was pretty light. As far as I knew at that time, and I couldn't find anything on the computer that would allow me to think that he had actually done anything with her other than photograph her. That's, you know, we just charge him with possession of child pornography and promoting child pornography. He hadn't sent it to anybody, so they couldn't really get him there. So it was, unless they took it federal. Now, they could have probably taken him federal and got him some serious time. But in this case, they hadn't done it yet. So yeah, this is virgin territory for me. I've not walked through here before. But the lawyer tells him he's going to do a minimum of 5 years, and he, I guess he's not real happy about it. But to kind of get to the meat of the story, what the guy does from there, he goes back to his house, and he gets his Glock pistol, and by this, okay, the battery just blew out. First battery blowout, but we got another one. But anyway, I'll turn the camera around and finish the story here. Turn the microphone around. Also, I'm using a different microphone on this. I don't know how the sound's going to turn out. The last two videos I did, I had no sound at all, and I finally have given up on the cordless microphones. They're just not working out right, and so I've gone to a different microphone. So we'll see how the sound turns out. But anyway, he goes back to his house, and like I said, by this time, by now it's his ex-wife. She has moved in with a guy. With her and her daughter have moved in with a guy living on the east side of the county. And by this time, I'm already assigned back to patrol. This was during the last 4 years of my career as a police officer that I spent back on the road, and I'm out on the road. And fortunately, my zone was the southeast or southwest, and this was in the northwest. But anyway, they got a call that this guy had broken into the house that they were living in, and he had taped up the mother, taped up the boyfriend, and slit the boyfriend's throat. And he had grabbed the girl and gone off into the other room. Well, while he's off in the other room, the boyfriend is able to break loose from the binds and runs out of the house and gets to a neighbor's house. And okay, I know where we're at now. Yeah, this might be a fun walk. Let's see here. Let him get by me. Yeah, I think we'll go this way. Gets to a neighbor's house and tells them what happened. They immediately call an ambulance or call the sheriff's department. The first officer on the scene. Oh, they got all kinds of stuff in here. Swati cop. I think I've run into him before when he had long hair. It's a neat little corner here. We're going to walk down this way. We are very, very close to Sweet Coffee Lady, or Sweet Home Coffee. I may go have a mango shake while I'm out walking around here. It won't kill me. But when the officer gets figures out what's going on, he understands that it's a volatile situation, and he runs straight to the house. And to give him credit, he kicks the front door in. Well, when the guy sees him coming, he runs in the back room, back into another room, and slams the door, and they hear a gunshot. And from there, everything's quiet, and the girl is okay. I mean, there had been things done to her which I won't mention, but she's physically okay. The mother was okay. The boyfriend, he had his throat slashed, but he was, he would have lived through. He was going to live through it without any problem. I think we'll go to the right here. I think. Now let's go this way. I want to make sure I watch where I walk. Yeah, we'll go down this way. Oh, that's just an accident waiting to happen right there. Look at that. Hello. But they pretty much have what we would always call a Mexican standoff. They didn't go inside the room. They knew he was in there by himself, and they knew he had a gun. So they waited for a while, and they tried to call him out. I think they threw some tear gas in there, and he didn't come out, and maybe a stun grenade or something else. I don't know. I wasn't there. I was on the other end of the county working a traffic accident. Well, it turns out anyway, finally after about 4 hours of screwing around, and they decide to kick in the door and go in. Well, he had gone inside, and once inside the room and away from the officer, he shot himself in the head with the 40 caliber Glock that he had taken with him. And that was it. That was the end of it. End of the case. End of the whole fiasco. Oh, this is neat. I don't know if I've been here. I think I'm gonna walk around this way. But my feelings were, and I was pretty, when I finally found out what happened after I got done with my wreck, I had called in to see what happened, because I knew the names and stuff when it came over the radio. And I had in the area that I worked, I had a very good friend of mine who was actually the criminal court judge in that area. And a lot of times I'd pull up into his yard and talk to him. And this particular day I pulled up, and as usual, he'd come out on the front porch and met me, and I was telling him, I said, you listening to the radio, you know what's going on. And he, he kind of nodded his head, and I said, who in the hell? Uh-oh, better get by this music real quick. Who in the hell set that guy's bond at $5,000? And I said, it's crazy, he should have never been out on bond. And he just kind of shrugged. I never knew if it was him or not, because it could have been 3 or 4 different judges that signed it, but it also could have been him as well. But here this guy was out on bond, and look what he ended up doing. Well, let's go this way. Hey folks, on the Little Man Walk, I don't know what you're going to see, because I have no clue as to where I'm at. Oh, wait a minute, we were here before. Okay, I know where we're at now. I remember that bike because somebody made a remark about that motorcycle in the last video I did. So we're going to walk down this way. I know where I'm at now. Swaddy cop. That is funny. But, in my opinion, you commit a crime against a child, you need to be buried under the jail. You don't need to be out walking the streets. I did another case that this guy, and he was actually a deacon of a church. Not only was he deacon to the church, he was deacon of the church that one of my lieutenants had gone to, who was with me at the time when I arrested the guy, because we pulled up and he looked at the guy and said, "That's the saxophone player at my church." And sure enough it was. And but he had wow, I don't know where I'm at here. This is so cool. Let's see where we're gonna go. We'll walk this way. This is going to take me, I think, through a temple. Hello, how are you? Swaddy cop. Swaddy cop. Cute kids. Bye-bye. Oh, I love kids. Yeah, I know where we're at now. We'll walk through the temple and we'll end up at Sweet Home Coffee eventually. But I had a teacher send me a message on back then we used American Online, and she said, this guy's on the internet trying to entice little boys, and she told me what screen name he was using and all that, and so I went ahead and made up a profile and a screen name of a young boy. And I sent him a message, and we talked for probably 3 or 4 days, and finally I suckered him out, to meet me, and it was on a long 2-lane road going out into the country. So really he had no reason to be there. And basically what I told him, I said, I live right across the street from this little intersection, and there was a payphone right there. And I said, what you do is pull up into my driveway, which was 2 houses down, and then I'll see your car, and then drive over to the payphone and wait for me, and I'll be there. So me and my partner, we set up blocks away, we could see with binoculars through the what was going on. And sure enough, the car pulls up and pulls into the driveway, backs out, and then he drives over and parks out in front of the phone booth. And when he does, we're right there on him, and you could just see the fear on his face. And I'm pretty sure I'll try to put a link right here to a video that has a clip of that actual incident in it if you want to watch it. The news media was at, just so happened that the news media knew I was going to be there at that corner and knew I was going to meet a pedophile, and had their had their news team out there with a camera and got it all on video. I don't know how that happened. I don't know whoever made that call, but sure enough, it got made. But anyway, turns out I arrested him. I charged him with possession of child pornography because I had him bring me 4 pictures of kids. That was one of the things that I always did, so I could boost it up to a felony. If it was just coming out to meet a kid for sex that never occurred, it was only a misdemeanor. So we had to put something on it to make it a felony. So I would always say, hey, you know, bring some computer discs with child porn, you know, kids on it, and because I want to see it. And notoriously, they'd always have a disc of child pornography in the car, and then I charge them with that. Well, this particular guy, he was the computer programmer for a very big company in town, and but they were very cooperative. They let me go ahead and seize his computer, and the judge set his bond at $50,000, which I wasn't really that concerned about it because the guy had been in the community for a long time. He was actually married and had a son. Who I felt terrible for them. And but when I got the company that he worked for let me get his computer, and we went in and I did a forensic examination on his computer, and I found over 21,000 images of child pornography on his computer. Okay, back from another battery change there, and cool up. But anyway, show you where we're at here. We're right on the corner, and Sweet Home Coffee is right around the corner. And we're going to go over there and have a cup of coffee. But I charged him again, and this time I charged him with 21,000 counts. It's just one affidavit, and I put 21,000 counts on there, and the judge he denied his bond. He just wouldn't bond him out from there, and the case went to court. And I never had any of those cases go to trial. They would always plead out. He pled to 9 years, and he ended up doing, I think, out of that 9, I think he ended up doing about 7. And never heard another word about him. He's on the sex registry list, and in Tennessee they check him pretty good. And we're going to go here, and we're going to go have a mango shake at Sweet Home Coffee if she's here. I'm sure she is. Let these people get by. Here we go. I have my second mango shake for today. This is my buddy, and I'm gonna order a mango shake from her. And this lady, do you mind being on video? Now, you said some people just left here.
Some people just left, and they mentioned you.
Oh, really?
They mentioned being here because they saw you.
On the channel?
On the channel.
Great.
Yeah, from Belgium.
Belgium, I'll be darned. Okay.
They'll come back.
All right.
Most likely.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's unreal.
And then you walk in 10 minutes after they leave.
Yeah.
Interesting how that works.
Well, y'all from Belgium, you just missed me by 5 minutes. You should have stayed a little bit longer.
Right.
Oh.
Thank you very
Bye
much.
bye, I gotta go.
Bye-bye.
You have a good day.
Oh, they just came up from.
Yeah, she told me. Yeah. Is that the same one that gives you the chocolate?
No.
Different one?
No,
Okay.
Yeah. They just arrived, I think, and they will stay here 1 week.
Okay.
Yeah, like
Well,
from the Belgium or something like that. Yes.
Belgium, she said. Yeah. Okay,
Thank
see you
very much.
later.
See you later.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. And thank you so much for the.
No problem.
I will talk.
You call her anytime you want to.
I will.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
Cheers, Bill.
Just sweet people. I love coming here. Now I've got a long walk back to the car, and get out here to the street, and we'll go that way back to the car. But anyway, I'm going to end the video here. These 2 places that I've showed you, Coco Mango, Sweet Home Coffee, try them both. You really need to try them, and I appreciate everybody that's watched the videos, left comments, and supported these people here that are trying to make a living. I really appreciate that as well. And we'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.